So, how is life post Aaron Rodgers for the Green Bay Packers this season? Well, last season, I think it hurt them a lot. Was Aaron Rodgers last season, and that's why they went 8-9 and couldn't make the postseason or even have a chance to sniff the postseason, was because of Aaron Rodgers and the turmoil that was going on in Green Bay between him and the coaches or higher power or the office, whatever it was. It caused problems with the team, and I think that's one of the reasons why the Packers were bad last season. This year, they have Jordan Love as the quarterback fully. We're going to see what Jordan Love does. We're going to see if that draft pick, early in that, a few years ago, is worth it. And we're going to see Jordan Love for the first time, really, at a starting role in controlling a Green Bay Packer offense. And we'll see what he learned from Aaron Rodgers. Let's talk about the offense first here in Green Bay. Of course, they drafted Luke Musgrave in the second round to be their starting tight end. That's going to be very interesting to see how it works. I also think it's going to be notable that Aaron Jones is going to have a majority of the workload here in Green Bay. But I also think that the offensive line, besides David Bakhtiari, who I think is going to be fully healthy this season, but they might want to trade him if they have a bad season. We'll see what happens. I could see David going to New York with Aaron Rodgers if the trade actually comes to fruition. But I think Aaron Jones is going to have a solid season this year. He's going to be taking most of the workload for the offense. But don't be surprised if receivers like Christian Watson break out of the mold this season. I think Christian Watson was actually a bright spot in the receiving corps for Green Bay. This year, he's fully number one. I think Jordan Love and him are going to have a great time together. And I could see that being the connection for Green Bay. Romeo Dobbs is also a decent receiver as well, but I'm not too high on him as I am with Christian Watson. Christian Watson just shows off. I feel like Christian Watson's going to be that big breakout star of this offense. Of course, the defense. Now we got to talk about the first round draft pick, Lucas Van Ness, who is a linebacker for the Packers, and he's not even the starter here because they still have Preston Smith starting over him. But yeah, I wonder, he's going to get his reps here in this season. Obviously he is. They didn't draft him in the first round for nothing, right guys? But this defense is still solid. I mean, you got Devontae Campbell there on the left linebacker spot. You still got Kenny Clark in that middle of the line as well. Preston Smith, like I just said before, Preston Smith is a great player, very underrated player. And then, of course, you still have that monster CB that's probably top 5 in the league right now in Javier Alexander. This defense is really good. I think this defense is really solid, and this defense can keep the Packers in games. However, I do have some problems I'll have with this team, and I'll talk about that in probably my closing statements. And maybe even when I talk about the scheduling, because you'll see I have a lot of stuff that I put in the scheduling that's going to be really mind-blowing the way I'm talking about the Packers right now and why I have them going so poorly this season. Let's actually, since I just mentioned that, let's go to the actual scheduling and let's talk about it. So this season, I have the Packers going an average of 13-4, a floor of 2-15. That's bad. But I have them going at 7-10. Now you're probably wondering, Wolf, you just praise the defense. The defense is going to win them games. The defense is obviously going to win them games. And I know. I think these games I have marked right here in the start of the season, I don't think all of them are going to be losses. I do, however, think that the Packers have a small problem here, and that is the confidence in Jordan Love. If Jordan Love comes out and has a bad, week 5, if they're 0-5 to start the season and Jordan Love just doesn't feel confident in himself, it's going to hurt, just in general. And plus, I think the games that the Packers do have against the Saints, against the Lions, against the Bears, against teams like the Steelers, Vikings even, those are winnable games. It's just there's games in between there, like the Chiefs, the Rams. I think the Giants are going to be a tough game for them. Hell, I mean, this schedule is decent for the Packers to at least be a close to 500 team. But I also think that Jordan Love, putting a lot of pressure on Jordan Love this season is going to hurt as well in the start of the season. And if you stick with him, he can manage to win games for you at the end of the season with the Bucks, Panthers, and Bears game. And I think that if Jordan Love actually shows out and actually proves that he's actually going to be an elite quarterback and that he's actually the future for Green Bay, they're going to go 7-10. But that's all up to Jordan Love. And in fact, even if they do go 7-10 and they do win those games early in the season that I'm talking about right now, I think they have a chance to win the division next season. As long as they keep all their core players there. I think Jordan Love, if he shows this season that he actually has something in him, this Packer offense is going to be a dangerous team next season, and I could see them actually winning the NFC North. Real quickly, let's just go through the games. I know I went through them like very quickly just a minute ago, but lose to the Bears, lose to Falcons, lose to the Saints, lose to the Lions, lose to the Raiders, lose to the Broncos, lose to the Vikings, lose to the Rams, lose to the Steelers, lose to the Chargers, lose to the Lions, lose to the Chiefs, lose to the Giants, beat the Bucks, beat the Panthers, lose to Minnesota, and then beat the Bears to end the season. That's my prediction for this Packers team. So my closing thought on the Packers is that this is going to be growing pains for the Packers this season. If Jordan Love is the real deal, they're going to get wins. They are going to get wins. This team is built for wins. This defense is legit rock solid. But the offense has lots of question marks and holes in it. That is my main problem with the Green Bay Packers this season. Now, if Jordan Love comes out and he proves to be the next Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre 2.0 type of fucking quarterback. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Green Bay has never really had a bad quarterback in like a fucking century. Or in like, what, 5 centuries it seems like? They've had quarterbacks galore. So I can see the Packers actually doing good next season. But this season, I think it's going to be growing pains, and that Jordan Love is just going to go with the motions, learn the offense, learn the NFL, and then the Packers next season are going to come out swinging and be a better like contender for the NFC North. That is my prediction for the Packers. But you know what? That's just my prediction, and that's just my opinion. My opinion doesn't mean anything in the end of the day. The Packers could go 0-17, and you know, I didn't predict that either. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please hit that hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button on the video as well. Hit my follow button on Twitch. And we're going to go to the last team of the NFC North. We got the Chicago Bears next. So yeah, I'll see you for that video. Take care. I'm out. Peace.